Greetings, Indie Warriors! Welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. My name's Old Gamer Joe. It's Friday. Well, actually, maybe it's another day, depending when you're watching this. But if you're watching it the day it came out, it's Friday, and that means more hidden indie gems. We've got 10 of them, and guess what? You're the star of the show this week. That's right, we have fan selections. 10 hidden indie gem fan selections chosen directly from you in our community tab. So thank you so much. I haven't played all of these, but I have played a few. You're gonna have to take the fans' word for it this time, so don't yell at me if you don't like any of these games. But one thing I think we'll all agree on is that we all want indie visibility, so head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames and help us bring a voice to the voiceless. You'll gain Discord access to the most amazing indie gaming community. Get a shout out at the end of every video we produce. Enjoy our podcast 3 days early, so much more. Your new indie gaming community just can't wait to meet you. Alright, well, thanks for this first release, because I don't quite know how to say the second part of it. Two Falls. Can I just go with Two Falls? Alright, fine, I'll attempt it for a laugh. Two Falls, Nishu, Takuatshina. How'd I do? Alright, passable? Probably not. Anyways, this title was released on Steam PC. It's from Unreliable Narrators, and it's priced at $19.99. I will read the Steam description to you all now, seeing I've never actually played this game for myself. Quote, explore 17th century Canadian wilderness through the eyes of Jean, a French woman who crossed the Atlantic to start anew, and Maiken, an Innu hunter trying to discover what's disturbing the forest. Your choices will shape the traits of the protagonists in this narrative single-player experience. End quote. Alright, narrative, single player, that probably perked up at least a few of your ears out there, huh? You know, one thing I have to say watching this trailer along with you all now is this game looks really beautiful for an indie release. Almost reminds me of some of the Telltale releases from back in the day. I was a big fan of The Walking Dead and some of those early series that they created. Yeah, they did kind of get away from what point-and-click games were all about, but they were still entertaining and had those strong narratives. And hey, for what it's worth, fans seem to really enjoy the narrative out of this one, the game that I won't say the second part of ever again. Apparently there's a gorgeous soundtrack here, lots of compelling characters that you'll come across, and some really vibrant environments that were created with Unreal Engine 5. We're seeing that a lot now. So if you're looking for a little Canadian history, and you like choices that matter, this might be a great pickup for y'all. Sadly, there's only 117 reviews for this puppy on Steam. That's a damn shame. Let's see if we can shift that narrative. Maybe add Two Falls to your wishlist if it appeals to you, at the least. Alright, next on our list is Journey of the Broken Circle. Now this one I am familiar with. It's also available on consoles, so you console players out there will appreciate that. Also, a lot of you comment down below quite often saying, why isn't this game on console? Why isn't this game on console? Well, if you're newer to the indie scene, let me just try to explain that real quick. A lot of indie developers begin on PC. Obviously, more players out there have laptops and computers at home as opposed to consoles. So typically speaking, it's a great place to test the indie market and see how your product's gonna do. If it can find somewhat of an audience on Steam or PC, whichever platform, then they'll typically try to port it over to consoles. That's how this works for a lot of smaller indie developers out there. Obviously, there are exceptions where certain games will be simultaneously released, games that have a bigger publisher behind them on every platform, but typically speaking, that's how it goes. There's of course other factors too, such as development tools being more readily available on PC platforms, and you gotta factor the mobile market as well. So anyways, I went on a tangent there, but I do get that question a lot. I hope that helps you understand a little bit. Anyways, not to steal the thunder from Journey of the Broken Circle, this is a really adorable looking game on the surface, but actually quite tragic. It might even have you tearing up by the time the credits roll. It's priced at $9.99, and it was developed by Lovable Hat Cult. A lot of our Discord community members in particular love this release. The simple Steam description actually does a nice job of summing up what this game is all about, and I quote, "A fun and vibrant trip about life, love, fulfillment, and existentialism, where new powers come from new relationships." That's probably not what you were expecting, right? Yeah, I wasn't either. Now, Journey of the Broken Circle only takes a handful of hours to get through, maybe 3 to 5 tops, but it is a very memorable experience. Essentially, from a gameplay standpoint, it's kind of sort of a platformer. You're basically just rolling forward, continuing your momentum and making some jumps from time to time. But the environment will change quite drastically around you as you progress in the game. There'll be lightning storms, for example, and other hazards that get in your way. And you're just this tiny little circle trying to find your way in the world. So great job, community out there. I'm with you on this one. Definitely add this game to your library if you've yet to purchase it. All right, we're moving along here. This has to be a Barely Magic Mike selection, but no, I think it came from the audience, unless his choice got mixed in somehow. Either way, it seems like a game he would definitely like. This is called Critters for Sale. It has actually a decent amount of reviews, so some people did find this game, over 1,000. It appears to be a collection of 5 point-and-click adventures, and the Steam description reads simply, "Experience death from the comfort of your seat." That's ominous. First of all, I mean, just look at this footage, the low bit style here, black and white aesthetic. It is extremely eerie and that pulls you in right away. So it definitely wins style points. I love a good point and click adventure, and based on Steam user reviews, they all seem to, for the most part, really dig this game. They say the puzzles are rather clever, and the general consensus seems to be that this is a title that kind of gives off that David Lynch vibe. Anyways, I'm watching this along with you all, and I am sold. It's $9.99, coming from developer and publisher Sonoshi. Yep. I'm throwing it in my cart as we speak. Speaking of rather simplistic black and white aesthetics, next on our list is Bloodless. This is a title that I did actually try the demo for, and I quickly realized that I enjoyed the game quite a bit, but I'm very bad at parrying in most video games. You've probably seen that in a few of our reviews where a game has a parrying mechanic, and 9 out of 10 times I suck at it. So it's definitely mostly a me problem, but if you're down to parry and you can nail down the fundamentals, people really enjoy Bloodless. In fact, this game does have a full review on our channel, which was written by our very own Ophidian Mind. Just as the title implies, it is very bloody, a gory affair, lots of sword slashing going on here, plenty of combat, and a pretty deep, hard-hitting story as well. I will stress that I can say for a fact this game is extremely difficult, so be ready for a challenge, but if you're up for it, Bloodless has plenty of stylish action for you. Kinda crazy to see that this game only has 98 user reviews on Steam. I'm literally shocked right now. Very positive reviews, mind you, but under 100 of them. Holy cow. I would say that you'll definitely get your money's worth, so long as you know what you're getting into. It's hard, okay? All right, next is a title that I've heard about on more than one occasion. Plenty of my friends have told me I should check it out. Of course, with my schedule, I rarely get to check things out. I'm busy bringing a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming here at the channel, but the game is called Frank and Drake. It's on the PC and all major consoles as well. Comes from AppNormal's team. It's priced at $12.99 normally. I'm sure it goes on sale often. I should mention, most of these games are going to go on sale often. So if you can't afford them now for whatever reason, be sure to throw them on your wish list. All right, let's check out that Steam description, which reads, quote, "Frank and Drake, a modern gothic tale that puts players at the heart of a supernatural mystery through its non-linear branching paths, mini-games, and puzzles, and unique rotoscoped art. Take your time, explore, and soak up every word." Sadly, it looks like not many people soaked this game up at all. Just 36 reviews on Steam? Really? Holy monkey. Games really do go unnoticed. I guess that's why channels like ours are important. I really like the concept of this game, these two unusual, unlikely people that come together and work together against their will. From what I gather, you have one character who's completely out of his mind and another character that's basically a vampire and can't touch the sun. Looks like you'll have to find a way to come together and solve a variety of puzzles. But really, the narrative seems to be the main focus here, and I gotta say, that art is just incredible. This definitely has the look and feel of a great indie passion project that not enough people took notice of, so definitely do your part and maybe add it to your wish list today. Purchase it again if it looks up your alley. Pretty affordable title. And it looks like it only takes a couple of hours. Not going to be a huge time sink. Alright, on to another title that's going to be ridiculous to say. Here goes nothing. Hypnagogia, Boundless Dreams. Hey, that came out kinda smooth. even if it's wrong. Yes, indeed, this one's on the Steam PC platform. It comes from developers Soda Raptor, and it's priced at $9.99. Again, all prices are in North America. And I quote from the Steam page, "Meet colorful characters, discover mysterious secrets, and reassemble the fractured remains of a crystal as you explore a series of abstract worlds based on dreams, nightmares, and the places in between." Another trippy one, huh? Y'all like these, huh? These psychedelic trips. There are 570-ish reviews on Steam for this title, so not completely unnoticed, but we can definitely do better, especially when all of those reviews are overwhelmingly positive. This game was created by a solo developer, and it looks like basically you'll be traveling through a variety of weird dreamscapes. There's this mighty dream crystal that has shattered. I've heard that one in a few RPGs before. Looks like there is 12 worlds in total for you to go through. There's a lot of different characters that you'll meet along the way, a variety of choices to make, gorgeous cutscenes, and they are saying this is a 90s inspired visual aesthetic. I can definitely see that. It doesn't look like there's going to be much in the way of combat based on what I'm seeing, more of a FPS experience that has a lot of platforming. So this is a good option if you're into those self-described dreamy games. Oh, I'm making up genres. Kinda, sorta. Next, we have a photography game, and I must admit, I am terrible at taking photos. People do, from time to time, ask me to take a photo for them if I'm out in public. It's a nice day, they're at a scenic view. Oh man, I feel bad because I know my photos sucked, and they don't want to say anything. I'm sure they hit the delete button and find someone else once I've walked away. But you shouldn't walk away from Isle of Pan, though it seems like not many people discovered this one either, though I guess that's kind of a theme and the point of this video, isn't it? This game will actually run in VR. It has 35 reviews, all positive though. There's the good thing about it. Look, VR games are going to be a niche. Some of them do break through, but I get it. A lot of those titles go undiscovered. Doesn't mean they aren't great. You are dropped onto a Nordic island here and you must traverse it, taking a lot of different photos of very unusual characters and locations. There's over 100 different creatures for you to find. It even looks like Bigfoot's out there somewhere. UFOs, aliens, the whole shebang. 17 different pocket portals to discover as well, and you can play it outside of VR too. So if you don't have a VR setup, don't feel like you're left out. You can even let some fireworks go off. That's probably where I'll spend most of my time. I freaking love fireworks. Definitely looks a little artsy-fartsy, but hey, I know a ton of you out there love your photography and you like your photography video games. I'm kind of a Pokemon Snap guy, though even then I last played that on the N64. I never played that new one that came out. Looked fun though. Okay, I'm not sure how this next release passed me by. Actually, I know how it passed me by because a zillion games come out at any given time now. But it's Unsighted, which, okay, over 1,000 user reviews on Steam, not terrible, but also not enough apparently for a game that has all very positive reviews on Steam. And I thank you for your patience, Metroidvania fans. Yes, this is indeed an action Metroidvania, a very stylish looking one at that, where you take control of Alma and battle your way through Arcadia. I feel like Arcadia has been used in a lot of games. Fans loved exploring the massive world of Arcadia, and they really enjoyed the combat engine, which is timing based. There's a deep, intricate crafting system as well, plenty of upgrades to discover, you know, all that Metroidvania goodness. And the cherry on top, you have to make quite a few choices throughout gameplay that will indeed affect things. There's multiple endings as well. And there is co-op, a boss rush mode. This title has a lot going for it. I'm a little bit embarrassed that I haven't played it yet. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add that right to my cart. God, I'm spending money too. Hopefully y'all are spending responsibly, okay? Okay, here's another one for you console players out there. It's available on all platforms, comes from Mopeful Games, priced at $19.99. We're talking about the Fashion Police Squad. I do actually remember at some point having this on the channel. I don't think we did a review for it, but maybe a stream back in the day or something, but it looked hilarious. First-person shooter, but with quite the twist. So from what I recall, you aren't actually killing enemies per se, you are decking them out in hilarious outfits. Yeah, there's guns and a retro aesthetic, but no blowing heads off here per se. Instead, You're blowing the socks onto them, huh? There's a variety of different weapons, a really goofy story, some fun maps to explore, decent amount of enemies that will come at you, pretty fast, fun music, multiple difficulties to choose from, and yeah, it's a boomer shooter. I'm just kidding. I know for some reason people get really upset about that whole boomer shooter term. I don't give a shit either way. This game is really fun though, I can vouch for it. I do actually remember it the more I look at it now. Just know what you're getting here. It is not a traditional kill everybody kind of shooter. All right, let's close this list out with Scrap Riders. This is a game that I actually reviewed quite a ways back on the channel. It's on PC and Nintendo Switch, comes from Games for Tutti, priced at $19.99. I think I gave it an okay review, but there was one big fat flaw with this game. It had a game-breaking bug back when I reviewed it, and I was unable to complete it. I actually had to note that in the review. So, assuming it's been patched, there's actually, and I would imagine it has to have been patched at this point. I'll feel really bad if you buy this and it does in fact break on you again now, but hey, again, these were fan recommendations. I didn't actually pick this myself, but it's a brawler meets point and click adventure, and those two genres don't sound amazing together on paper, but it kinda sorta works. The game has decent humor to it. Brawling is always kinda turn your brain off fun, as long as you can execute on the basics, and as a point and click adventure game, it was serviceable. So I remember having a good time with it, outside of those game-breaking bugs, of course, and it did have a few other issues, but Scrap Riders is probably worth picking up by now, at least on a sale. It's priced at $19.99 normally. I don't know if I'd go in at full price myself, but I would definitely recommend throwing it on your wish list and waiting for a little bit of a drop on that, and then picking it up. Don't throw it on the scrap pile, okay? All right, there you have it. Thank you. You guys really made this video. I just sat here and bullshitted about games for a long time, but it was really fun. I hope you enjoyed this more off-the-cuff, completely unscripted experience. We'll have to do more of these here at the channel. But one thing's for sure, like, subscribe, you won't miss any indie gaming content, whether it's reviews, gameplay impressions, news, we've got it all. Your #1 source for everything that is indie gaming. Voice to the voiceless, and enjoy these hidden indie gems. For far too long, you, the gamer, have been denied honest gaming coverage. Indie developers and publishers have lost their voice, but no longer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to join this epic campaign for indie visibility. The echo chamber trembles as our message grows louder. Voice to the voiceless.